Tonight, we're going to talk about why it is important to reevaluate your closest friends, the people you let into your inner circle, especially the ones that you've been friends with since childhood. Because you might want to believe it, those are the most dangerous ones of them all. Trust me, I've got a close friend that's been burned by his ride or die blood brother. And I've got a personal story myself. 20-year best friend stabbed me in the back, ran off with my woman. What can I do about that? Well, many things. Because, hey, over the course of the 20 years, they can't keep up the facade. You can see the red flags that creep up. He was one of my best friends. If not, he was my best friend as a kid growing up. But here's the thing, like I said, we all have to go through puberty, college, adulthood. All these phases, people's minds are always evolving and changing. And statistically, scientifically, the brain fully matures at the age of 25. So we're always different. We got our phases, the punk rock phase, the rap phase, gangster rap, dressing in those loose baggy clothes, or the more chic style, gentleman look, we got our phases. And we solidify it once we mature. So throughout these 20 years of friendship, this guy is always changing. And looking back, I know hindsight is 20/20, but you can see all the red flags creeping up. His descent into shadiness. When he started dating, all these girls that he dated weren't of quality. They were actively cheating on their boyfriends to be with him. He was doing a lot of cheating as well. That should have been my first sign to dip. He's done a lot of crazy stuff in between too. And if it's not a person whose actions align with your own, if you don't share the same beliefs and values, why are you even with them? Let alone considering them as a friend or best friend. You gotta get rid of them. See, my faulty belief was that I didn't like what he was doing to other people, his significant other. But hey, for some reason, it almost felt like at least we had a common bond. It's the length of time, this friendship, this bond we built up together. We're still relatable in certain aspects of activities that we do, maybe playing video games or going out to eat. But I could definitely sense that our values are different. That was my sign where I should have dropped them. But I didn't, so it bit me in the ass. Guess what happened? 20 years later, from our first meeting, friendship, to when he decided to finally cut me loose and trade me in for my girlfriend. Just ran off without me even knowing about it. Both of them ghosted me. I couldn't reach any of them for a month. Honestly, I never spoke to my ex-girlfriend again. I had to hear from the grapevine. One of the mutual friends called me up to tell me, hey, they're together now. And of course, this guy wanted to do some damage control. But true colors show in the very end, because now he had what he wanted. He deemed my girl more important than me. He traded the 20-year friendship. Honestly, everyone else that knows about it got rid of him. So he traded all his friends for my woman. Well, obviously, that's all in the past. We all know she's for the streets, along with him. But the moral of the story is, like I said in the beginning, you always gotta reevaluate your friends, especially those that you grew up with, because as we grow up, there are many changes throughout our lives. We become more successful than them in certain aspects of life, maybe acquiring a girl, someone they envy. Hey, these friends could be holding a knife behind their back. They could be harboring jealousy, rage, envy. You don't even know. I mean, honestly, after everything blew up, these mutual friends tell me, hey, he always was honestly talking crap about you to me. And I'm like, what? Really? That's crazy, right? I thought we were best friends. And that is why. Hey, I take full responsibility. It takes two to maintain a connection, to maintain a friendship. But in my defense is, he never treated me as a friend. But he pulled the enemy tactic flawlessly. Keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. And if someone is truly out to infiltrate you, hey, it's really not that hard. Especially if I already consider him as a ride or die close friend. Your brain is automatically gonna make excuses for them. Because let's put it this way, if you accept them into your inner circle, they become an extension of you. You properly pick them out to be almost your right-hand man, right? They're your arm, they're your legs, eyes, ears, and nose. Are you going to trust your own vision, your hearing? Yeah. Why wouldn't you? They're you, they're part of you. You're going to trust them. And when shit hits the fan, when your arm is festering, you're going to try to save it. You're not going to lop it off immediately, right? You're going to go to the doctor and be like, hey, what's wrong? I don't want to amputate this. And that's exactly what happens with this friend. You see all the red flags, but your brain automatically makes excuses for them. It's a vicious cycle, you know? When emotions come into play, when you're telling yourself, no way, there's no way they can do something like that, but they are doing it, and that's why they get away with it. It's the ones that closest to you that end up betraying you. Don't make the mistake I did. Honestly, I have another close friend who encountered this eerily similar issue. He had his own slew of problems to deal with. So let it be known. If you think your childhood friends are ride or dies that will never abandon you, never betray you, think again. You always gotta reevaluate them. The longer the friendship, you never know, man. Just stay vigilant. Peace. Take care.